Today I will be analyzing the behavior of girls in a video that I will be reviewing to see if the things they say are coming from a place of truth and honesty or complete deflective bullshit. As a disclaimer, there's a difference between physical attraction and preference. So when a person goes, I prefer, what they're saying is, and this takes into elements like, I'm afraid of this, I'm intimidated by that, I have my heart broken by that, I saw this when I was 2, influencing this preference. But it is not what they find most physically attractive. That is a completely separate category. It is unrelated because this is involuntary. You cannot choose who you find physically attractive. You do not have control over those types of things because they're in your beliefs. And it would be like trying to be like, just stop being sad. What's wrong with you? Just stop being angry. Preference is made up of influencing factors and what you find physically attractive and finding a compromise. So when you hear someone say, I prefer this and he's full of shit, you prefer that. You're right. But you do not find that most physically attractive. We're going to look deeper into the topic because there was a lot of naysayers who didn't seem to understand the truth. I'd prefer a man that has some weight behind it. Men with sharp chiseled and abs and biceps look like children to me. This guy is not only stuck on the type of man that he feels has the best body type, but also putting down every girl in this video like she has no self-worth or is just trust issues for not preferring his ideal body type. Shake my head. You fucking piece of shit. You can watch that last video and you will see I did not put down anybody. I just identified the behavior that I saw that they were exhibiting and analyzed it.
She said that muscly guys look like children. What children is she looking at?
6-year-olds. Naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Why not have a SWAT team show up at our house?
If you have ripped abs and huge biceps, you look like a child to me.
What?
Obviously he's very young and childlike. We have determined through deductive reasoning that there is a window of male attractiveness, that as long as you fall into that window, you will be considered to be attractive by the opposite sex. And anything outside of that range is not considered physically attractive because it is impossible. And if it is possible, that person is a extremely rare outlier that we are not going to acknowledge. The window is not what you would be told by these girls that say they prefer a guy with a little bit of fat on him, so they have something to grab onto because it shows that he's healthy. I'm sorry, but if you believe that, I'm not sorry. You're an idiot. The range of this body type starts here.
I have a terrible picture of you. Like, why did you take that?
Oh, that's a swimmer's body, and you can see his wiener. This is the bottom. Person who has slightly above average muscle mass. Slightly. No body fat. This is the bottom. Anything below this, anything more soggy than this, is no longer considered to be physically attractive. It's just regular. This is slightly above that, if not that. No chest mass, really, but he's lean enough that you can see his abs and his chest separation. Rounded shoulders, that shows that he does have some muscle mass because a regular person is like, I don't know, less. Here we have the middle, okay? He has above average body mass for muscle, and he is ripped, so he has like little to no body fat. Okay, when I say no, that's impossible because you die. This is Jay Ryan, an actor. He is what most girls would find the most physically attractive.
You would be correct. Oh, he's so hot.
He is not past your natural max. Natural max is the top of the physical attractive window. This man has gone past his natural max. The bigger you get past your natural max, the more unattractive it becomes. It does not look like a person's supposed to look. It looks exaggerated, like a caricature. So it doesn't look normal to your mind. So the more past your natural max you get, the less attractive a girl's gonna think you are. Take a quick look at this comparison between this man, who is a bodybuilder and is probably about 50 to 80 pounds above his natural muscular max, and then this man, who is a natural-sized bodybuilder, who is at his natural max, because this amount of muscle is possible to achieve naturally. So that is the window between the skinny guy with the rippedness, and the guy who is at the natural max of the musculature with the rippedness.
Yes, but there is a sweet spot in there.
Sure, everyone's got their spot in that window, but that's the whole point. The sweet spot's individual to the person and their experiences, but nobody finds anything attractive outside of that window. Today I will be analyzing the behavior of girls in a video that I will be reviewing to see if the things they say are coming from a place of truth and honesty or complete deflective bullshit. Here's the video. It is called What Male Body Type Do Girls Like? And is by a girl.
Today I'm asking the question, what male body type do girls like? What male body type do you like?
Not skinny, with a bit of muscles, but not too much.
Okay. Is it important for you that your guy works out in the gym?
Yes, but you know, as long as he's not too obsessed, it's fine.
Someone that...
As long as he's not too obsessed, can mean one of two things. It can mean either guys who are too obsessed are arrogant and are cunty and are insufferable. Or it could mean that he went above the natural max with the steroids because he took it too seriously and now he looks like
A cartoon.
a cartoon. But hers was slightly above average musculature and ripped. She wants a guy who goes to the gym, so he looks fit. So that's in the window. Go.
That's just confident in their own skin, keeps themselves healthy. Like I don't like too muscly, like nothing too big, but definitely that works out. Keeps himself nice and lean.
That was the same in the window.
In the window.
Skinny guys.
Ooh, skinny guys, interesting one. Why do you like skinny guys?
Because I think they're sexy.
Nice one. Do you like guys who work out in the gym?
Not that much.
I don't like men
So she
to be...
likes the swimmer's body.
I don't like men to be too skinny, but I don't like when they're too muscular because they get a little bit too arrogant if they have all the muscles. So somewhere like in the middle, somewhere like medium type.
Guys that are super muscular are super arrogant, and that's why she doesn't like them.
I didn't even hear her say that. I wasn't listening to her. I have a hard time listening when women are talking.
That's nice.
I just
I mean, I should just be like so offended right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't even help it when I'm making a video about it.
I would say.
All right. Is it important for you that guy works out?
Of course it is. It's important to look after yourself after all. Right. Yeah. Women like...
She had to justify it. Like, it's not like she could be like, yeah, I love sexy men because it's healthy.
Women like big guys with big muscles.
Oh, do you like big muscles? A guy who goes to the gym a lot?
Not too much to the gym, just like tall and wide, but not too muscly, you know. Not too skinny.
Did she just say tall and white?
Wide.
Oh.
In the window.
Yeah.
But not
Although
too...
she likes the higher end of that window.
Okay, so.
More muscular than the swimmer's body.
Not too skinny, but not too many muscles. So someone that works out, basically.
Too much. Think about this. If you had a cup and you filled it with water, too much means it's overflowing. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? This overflowing cup of water?
I like men with biceps.
Oh, you like the muscles.
Biceps on the arm.
She likes muscles on the forearms and the biceps.
That's the translation.
Do you like a guy with like pecs as well and abs?
Well, tall.
They cut her because they were like, she doesn't speak English.
She
enough.
said abs, though, in the window.
And they're kind of a bit broad on the shoulders.
Okay.
But I don't like a rugby player, which everyone else usually does like, but more slim and muscly.
Did she just say, like, I don't like guys that are muscular, but I do like guys that are thin and muscly? Like,
like not too much body fat on them, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not too big on like the muscles and everything like that. I just slim, and that's all right.
A nice
Swimmer
lean
body.
machine.
but she, yeah, exactly.
Because she didn't like a lot of muscles.
Right.
But
She likes low body fat and slim.
I like someone who's a bit of a bear, like someone who's got a bit of
Nice.
on their chest, someone like nothing too ripped. I like someone a bit cuddly.
She's afraid.
Thank you. I didn't have to say it. So this is exactly what we needed, because this is a person that breaks paradigm. She is saying that she does not like this window. She would like this guy better if he looked like this than if he looked like this. If you believe that that exists, you are wrong. You're wrong. I perceive, based on her body language and communication, and the fact that the information that she gave is preposterous, that she is lying.
Do you like to feel smaller than the guy that you're with?
Exactly, that's the
Okay.
thing. I like to feel nice and small.
She gave her an out, and she clung to that out.
hard.
Not really too muscly, but not like chubby.
Okay.
Kind of just like slim, athletic.
Lean, would you say?
Yeah, lean. Yeah, I don't like really muscly. It's weird. It's intimidating.
But she was actually honest, saying it's intimidating.
intimidating.
There you go.
I like a man who takes care of his body by going to the gym. I think he should take care of his legs as well.
I think I prefer.
Okay, that was a weird answer.
She dated a guy that didn't work out legs.
I think I prefer a nice toned athletic shape, like, you know, swimmer type.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing too
said
big.
it.
Gym body?
Ah, so a guy who works out in the gym. Do you like muscles?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like a guy who's bigger than you? Is that important for you to feel small and safe?
Not because of this, just because I like the look.
Okay,
Yeah.
just find it sexy.
Yeah.
Definitely would say muscly and tall.
Ooh, nice. You?
Yeah, same with tattoos.
Well, the other one can't disagree because if they do, they'll look like an idiot.
Some people have the ability to overcome this and not care. In fact, would delight to disagree with the other person. They might be like, "Ha, you're an idiot!" She's wrong. She has given us the conclusion through science that guys within a very specific window are attractive and that guys outside of that window are not attractive. And now you know what that window is and how to get in it.
Do they?
Go to my other video, how anyone can be hot, or on how to become muscular, and you will see the ways to go about this in truth without the bullshit stuff that tries to sell you. You can get your penis to be 6 inches longer if you take this pill. Who'd fucking believe that? Who would believe that? Like, it's even fucking reasonably possible. And there you have it. It's concluded. If that wasn't proof enough, we're gonna put the nail in the coffin here and show you a video of a girl subjected to a guy in the ideal body type window. And she is gonna show you something about it.
Chris Evans' man boobs, really?
Yeah.
What are they like face to face?
Hurt. Very, very real. And I couldn't quite help myself during the scene. It was the first time I saw him, and it was the first time I was that close, so I just kind of touched them gently. You're right.
I can't really blame you, I guess.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my channel, and then if my subs get to 50,000, you will see what my co-host, Lauren, looks like. I'll show it to you. Interact with my video, you guys, to help me. If you don't want to help me, then do not interact with this video, because, you know, whatever. We have accomplished our goal. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.